What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Joe Biden's America, where the genders are made up and the facts don't matter. That's right, the facts are like human rights in China. I'm Toxic Male. This is Grunt Speak Live, episode 138. That's Terrence Popp.
What's up, you cockaholics?
Yeah, me? No. Are you talking to them? Oh, okay. Pulse kebab's like guilty. And that laugh that you hear in the background, long overdue. Welcome back to the show, Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? How you doing, man?
The master of the surgical breakdown.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I watched.
breaking down things is something I like to do. Obviously, I don't think anybody does it. I don't think anybody does it better than I do. If they do, more power to them.
Oh, man, those dating shows. What was that one that was on Netflix? Love is Blind.
Oh yes,
man.
yeah. Love is Blind. That was the one. Now this is interesting. The Love is Blind dating show. That was the first huge domino to drop. That's when I really started to gain a massive. I've always had a pretty decent following, but Love is Blind was what really put me on the map. And so that, fortunately for me, I was able to parlay that into success with Womanese, which Blake, of course, was involved in. And then, of course, I built Studio B. And you two were my second guests. Myron Gaines was my very first guest. And then after that, I did the CME. And so, the dating shows that's kind of where I cut my teeth. So it's, I'm staying with my roots.
It works, man. It works really well. And I believe Monsieur Popp is going to be leaving me on a Thursday in a couple of weeks to go and deliver a speech at your next conference. Why don't you tell us about it?
Yeah, man. The Conference of Masculine Excellence, the second one, part 2. Is going to be down there in sunny Miami, Florida. We've got another all-star cast speaking at the CME. Of course, I'm going to be there. Ed Lattimore is going to be there. I'm very happy to get him. Kendall Kirkland, who's the star of Temptation Island Season 3, is going to be there as well. Myron Gaines of Fresh and Fit. Obviously, they're down in Miami. Jonathan from Modern Life Dating is going to be there. Minister Jap. Sterling Cooper, Troy Francis, the Book of Alpharonomy, Mr. Lucario, Fresh Prince CEO, Kevin Sabo, Red Pill Thor, George Bruno, and of course, Terrence Popp. So it's going to be a very, it's a star-studded lineup. It's interesting, man. A lot of people, when I start announcing lineups, they always say, well, what about this guy? And what about that guy? I mean, I've done my level best to try to broaden the audience as much as possible, but if for whatever reason I couldn't get or wouldn't get a guest to come to the CME, hopefully I can get them to come to the next one. So,
yeah, all you can do is ask too.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody's schedule lines up.
Yeah, that's right. Most people I asked to speak at the CME, most of them told me, yeah, because I have good relationships with everyone that I currently work with right now. And yeah, Eric Von Weddle says MLD loves George Bruno. Eric, listen, man, George Bruno and MLD have buried the hatchet. George Bruno and Rolo Tomasi have buried the hatchet. And I'm going to tell you what, man, it's taken a lot of conversations in the background to get these guys to come together for the greater good. And I'm very happy that, cooler heads prevail. Listen, they're not going to be on each other's Christmas card list, but it's good that they agreed to, okay, we're going to let bygones be bygones for the greater good. So I'm over the moon about that, man. I'm very happy about it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Outstanding.
Now, please explain to me why you look like you're training for a boxing match while reading French poetry.
Because I just got out of the shower and I gotta keep my studio cool. See, I've got a Mac Pro. You guys have seen it's like a super
I've seen your studio, man. Those screens have got to throw a ton of heat.
Dude, it is every time I come in here, it is literally like a sauna. So I got to crank up the portable AC, and it gets to a point to where I actually have to wear. Now my arms don't tend to get cold, but my head does. So that's why I look like I'm training for a boxing match while reading French poetry.
Hello, good sir. Do you watch which country do you hang your hat in? Huh? You work for a company? Was it Felcher and Sons? Huh?
Francais.
Who is your concierge, Gaston Ducoc?
Gaston Ducoc.
Oh my God!
And that's really what all these ladies are mad about. And on Thought Thursday, yes, that's. I mean, we had to invite the master of the surgical dissection to Thought Thursday.
Well, you know, it's interesting, man, because a lot of people out there, and my chat has disappeared. I don't know why. So I can't. That doesn't matter. I don't. I'm not trying to see the chat anyway. But there are a lot of guys out there who say they don't like me. Oh, yeah, I don't like Donovan. Blah 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 blah. And that's fine. You know, I'm not. I'm
no one's for
not
everybody.
For everybody. Right. No. Right, exactly. But by the same token, I would like to imagine that most people who say that they don't like me or they're not a fan of mine or whatever. They probably don't. They haven't really done their research. I've always been on good term. I'm on good terms with everybody, with most people I've worked with, and the only people who have turned on me are people who have turned on everybody. So I think I've got a good track record. I deal with people straight up. And here's something else that might not be popular. I am not going to come on here and say that I'm not trying to make money. A lot of guys like to say, oh, you guys shouldn't be profiting off of this and that and the third. Listen, man, nobody works for free. It took me years and years and years to not only package this knowledge, but learn how to put the knowledge out there. I've got over 50,000 hours, 50,000, 50,000 hours plus of free content on YouTube. You guys, a lot of guys, people want good content. They want good production. Well, guess what? These things cost money.
Your light's purple. Your light wants to go full gay. All right, look at that.
Sorry. No. Like, I've had some of my fans get upset at me because, we ask for donations and stuff like that, and the shit ain't cheap. Time is money. Nothing's free. And we have to feed it. We feed ourselves, and and I'm not rolling in cash at all. I mean, anything that I do get, I pretty much put back into the business.
I mean, you look around here. This is expensive.
Yeah.
I mean,
it is. Oh my God, dude! I've got $100,000 worth of equipment in this room.
Hell yeah.
Alone. And I'll tell you this, guys. This is the thing, man. Nobody chastises Gordon Ramsay for profiting off of his knowledge. He puts out cookbooks. He does TV shows. He has content that he puts behind a paywall. Nobody talks trash about Dave Ramsey, who makes money off of his money-making prowess. Nobody tries to badmouth Cesar Millan for trying to profit from his dog training know-how. So there's no reason to come after guys like us for trying to make money on purpose. Now, this didn't start off as a money-making venture, but as the demand rose, the need for quality also did too. And then at that point, I was like, you know what? I think I can make a pretty good living doing this and actually help men along the way. So I've got followers and supporters who are millionaires, and then I've got followers and supporters who don't have two nickels to rub together. There is something for everybody. So it is what it is, man. I'm not gonna apologize for trying to make money on purpose.
I got you.
Oh shit! I wrote the number wrong.
I'm just here to save lives, man.
I just realized it's 4:34, not 4:38.
Yeah, we just got another guy today come forward and say that our show kept them from killing themselves.
Yeah, I wrote the number wrong because
wait. So that number, that 438, that's the number of people.
434. I wrote the number wrong on accident.
It's 434.
434.
Yeah, read them the last one I sent you.
Oh yeah,
this
I'll read this to you. This is beautiful. Comes from Todd on Patreon. 48 now, and I had to deal with family court for 11 years. Was actually told by my wife at the time that I was overprotective of my two daughters. She files for divorce, changes the locks, just like that. I am then told by the police to contact family court because it's a family court matter. They couldn't tell me where my daughters were, never was arrested, no history of domestic violence, but she told the court and some troglodyte social workers that I was abusing them. 8 years of busting my
fucking
ass.
Unbelievable, man.
Yep. Being a good dad, I had to visit my daughters for 1 hour a week, supervised for 6 months. At the end, I was no match for the feminists running the court system, and my daughters were alienated from me. PAS. I'll skip over all the BS, but my youngest hasn't talked to me in 6 years, and my oldest finally started talking to me. She's 18 and wanted the truth, so she got it. I'm hoping for the best, but decided to move on and live, to let go of the BS and the pain, to stop playing the game. You can't win at the game the system plays, you will lose. Well, until administrative violence comes out.
But you're not operating within their system.
No. And he says, 7 years ago, I found this guy on YouTube, and it saved my life. I was in a dark place and in so much pain, but I binged on the content, and it saved me. Thank you, Popp.
Boom.
Boom, beer.
That's incredible, man. I don't know why. I don't know, man. It's like we hear this stuff all the time. We hear this stuff all the time. We know that women lie. We know that women use the courts to exploit men. We know that women falsely accuse men of abusing their children. This is common knowledge. It's not. This is not some backwoods story. We know this stuff happens all the time, and people women are still doing it. I don't understand.
And when you bring it up and you expose the truth, you're called a misogynist. Speaking of
I can't believe it. Wait a minute. Hold on, just real quick.
Sure.
So this dude, his wife told the courts that he was abusing his children?
Correct.
Yep. It happens all the time.
All the time. It's called the nuclear option.
Yeah. 80% of domestic abuse allegations alleged in family court are false, and 66% of the time it's the man that's being accused.
Yep. And even if you can prove it's a fabrication, there's no punishment for these women.
Yep. No punishment at all.
Yeah. They need to, I mean, I would love to see judges like, oh, okay, you lied in court, 6 months in jail.
Yeah. And if you bring it up, they either call you a misogynist or they say, well, you really shouldn't say that because it'll discourage true victims from coming forward. I'm like, what? No, you punish this and then you discourage liars from coming forward. I think you would actually embolden real victims to come forward.
Yeah.
But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy who talks facts, logic, and reason, and we have to bring this up because this has been huge news now. I guess there's been a lot of rumors. It's not confirmed as of yet, but another guy who likes to speak the truth and gets lambasted for it on a regular basis, Kevin Samuels might be dead.
Yep.
What did you hear? You heard a little something, Donovan, because I know you've known him for a long time.
Yeah. So, a couple hours ago, I got a text from Hotep Jesus, and that's when I started doing research. And I've talked to everybody. I've talked to Myron. I've talked to Coach Greg Adams. I've talked to Alpha Male Strategies. I've been texting with Tommy Sotomayor. I've talked to Minister Jap, and AMS called him up and he didn't pick up the phone. I've called him 5 or 6 times. He hasn't answered. So,
and you mentioned something about the hospital. Brought to a particular hospital, possibly. There's a lot coming out. Apparently, there was a body that showed up at Grady Hospital, which is a trauma center in Atlanta. Showed up this morning. A man named Kevin Samuels, allegedly. None of this has been confirmed yet, but okay. But no one hearing from him for hours is very concerning.
That's
how old was he?
Kevin is 54.
He's 54. My age.
Damn.
Everyone says he's 56. No, he's not 56.
No. And did he get the shot?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Everyone is going to have different stories on the internet for stuff because according to the internet, you make like $200,000 a year.
Yeah, right.
I remember when you looked yourself up. Like, sometimes I Google myself, and apparently they think I'm a rich motherfucker. Look, well, maybe that's what we would be making if we were in shadow band. I mean, you never know.
Yeah. Oh my God, you guys would be fucking rich.
Damn, but I'm going to raise this here. Wine Blake has come back for this stream because I have had one hell of a day. My wife was in the hospital, and
thank God.
I just got her home like a couple hours ago. It has been, and then as soon as that's over, I'm like, okay, I can take a breath. And then I get the text from Donovan that Kevin Samuels might be dead. I'm like, what is going on today?
It's a fucking shitty day.
Holy shit.
I hope to God it's not true. Me
too.
I really do, man.
Kevin, if you're out there, return some phone calls. If you just broke your phone, I mean, shit. And that's another thing that kind of that's going to kind of take us into the subject for today. Just that people have gotten so used to instantaneous communication. When you don't get it back, sometimes we get concerned a little bit faster than we should. So I'm hoping this is all just blown out of proportion.
I hope it is too,
Fingers
man.
crossed.
I really do. I really, really hope that I don't know, man. I don't care if it's a publicity stunt or a hoax. Yeah. I just hope that he's okay, man. Yeah, I really, really, really do.
I mean, myself, I'm planning on having a massive coronary at 65.
You motherfucker.
I had one last week, as a matter of fact.
But having one now I don't want it to. I still have shit to do.
You say that when I'm taking a drink. Of course you do.
I'm serious.
Where's my straws?
I do not want to be one of those super old people that just like is in misery, can barely walk. I'm
wipe your own ass,
if I can't do that, it's 65 and out, bro.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. But I hope I don't get tagged for that one, but I like the costume.
Yeah.
Speaking of publicity hoaxes and stuff, this is still going on. The leftoids are going buck wild, insane over Roe v. Wade, and this is a list of things that they are claiming is going to happen if Roe v. Wade is overturned. And don't forget, these are the same people who think the slippery slope argument is a fallacy.
How the fuck does that have anything to do with voting rights, gay marriage, segregation?
Joe Biden says, well, LGBTQ children might get kicked out of the classroom. And this is in the same...
What does that have to do with this? See, this is what the left likes to do. They like to cross-pollinate. If Roe v. Wade can get overturned, then what's that say about the LGBT community? I'm sorry, the LGBT community has nothing to do with noit robas. That's abortion spelled backwards. Because if when two men get it on, they can't get pregnant. So I don't know what that has. I don't know what that has to do with anything.
I don't know. And then he said that the MAGA movement was the most extremist movement in the history of America. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna ask.
Didn't we burn down 6 or 7 cities?
Yeah,
just a couple of years ago. Yeah. But Antifa's an idea, man.
That was the Republicans, right?
Oh no! I don't think so.
No, totally.
Okay. Well, I mean, I would think that. Taking Japanese people and throwing them into internment camps just for being Japanese is a little extreme, wouldn't you say?
I would agree with
that.
$2 billion in damage from burning, looting, and murdering because a criminal who pistol whipped a pregnant woman overdosed on fentanyl and just happened to commit suicide by cop. I would call that a little bit extreme. I would call only 2 candidates in the entire Democratic Party and wishing for some sort of restriction at abortion rights only at 6 months and not any time before them. I would call that a little extreme. Abortion up to 28 days after birth.
Oh my God,
that's a little extreme.
That's genocide right there.
Yeah, I would say so.
And that's what they want. They literally, it's called mission creep. It started off with safe and rare.
A little bit, yep.
And now they want to kill their kids up to 1 year after birth. I've been hearing rumors of this.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
Yep. But if you want to have a say in your child's education, you're an extremist.
Mm-hmm. This is interesting. I had a call on my show yesterday, and he raised a very, very interesting scenario. So a lot of people like to justify abortion by saying, well, what if she was raped? Or what if the mother's life is in danger? Well,
I got something for you for that.
Okay. Well, as far as the EPAR is concerned, EPAR spelled backwards is concerned, it's not the kid's fault, right? Even if let's just say it was actually true. Yeah. Let's say a woman gets EPAR'd and she gets pregnant. What are you going to do? Punish the kid for something he had nothing to do with? If you don't want this reminder of what happened to you, have the kid put him up for adoption. Now, the whole drop
it off at a hospital.
Medical reasons. Yeah, right.
They have safe haven laws.
This isn't right. Exactly. You can drop the kid off at a police station or a fire station, no questions asked. Here's another thing. as far as mom's life being in danger, guys, this isn't 1822. It's 2022. Okay, women don't die during childbirth anymore. They can barely fucking feel it now with the epidural. They barely know they're having a kid, except the kid is screaming, coming up out of the cooch.
Yep.
But let's just say, for example, let's just say that the mother's life would be in danger. Would you rather be a mother who said, I sacrificed my life for my child's life, or I sacrificed my child's life for my own? You understand what I mean?
If a woman takes,
these are all very hard decisions, man.
Yeah, and it's not. There's no one size fits all option.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So there's no one size fits all option. I will say this though.
No.
Everyone uses the rape and incest and mother in danger thing. Riddle me this. Give me a percentage of abortions accounted for by rape and incest.
Yep.
Yeah, 0.000001.
It's very.
Yep, it's less than 1%.
Wow.
Yeah. The other side likes to use these outlier situations to justify what the majority does. You want to know why most women get Noit Robas, guys?
It's because ready.
They don't want to ruin their bodies. Yeah, it's an inconvenience. They don't want to ruin their bodies. They don't want to take responsibility for their actions. That's really what this comes down to. And you guys know me, man. I'm not a religious guy, and I'm not really I'm not a Democrat, clearly, but I don't think I'm necessarily a Republican. What Noit Roba comes down to is this is basic human decency. It is a crime to me. It is wrong to kill people before they're born. I don't know what sense that makes. What's the difference? So if a woman takes her newborn baby, throws it out in front of a bus, the bus hits it and kills it, she's going to jail. So what's the difference if she kills it before she gets a chance at you know what I mean?
I was saying this on Tuesday.
If it's outside of the womb, you're good to go. But if it's inside of the womb, it's not a crime. I don't get it.
I was saying this on Tuesday. I wish that, somebody out there, this is a purely hypothetical situation for entertainment purposes only, right?
Yep.
A woman out there decides that she's going to make a man's life a living hell. He finally has enough and says, you know what, fuck it. He rips her limb from limb, and when the cops find him, he says, well, guys, it was healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
Ah!
Yeah, it was healthcare.
Calling abortion healthcare?
But the thing that bothers me
it's the dumbest shit ever.
Is this is just the beginning. All right, if they're allowed to abort up until after birth, then it's going to be like, well, your IQ isn't high enough. We're going to put you down. Or
you got Down syndrome.
You're sick. You have Down syndrome. And you know who did that? Nazis did that.
Yep. That actually reminds me. I'm going to show you this little this list here. It's quite atrocious.
Oh!
Countries that allow for elective abortion up until birth. The United States is at the top. What do these other two have in common?
Commies!
Fucking evil places, man.
Yes.
Oh, but we're the ones who are the problem, right? We're the systemically racist and misogynistic nation, right? Give me a break. What's the next one here? Interracial marriage will once again be outlawed from Representative Eric Swallowswell. Remember the one who banged Fang Fang?
Yep.
Bing bang with the Fang Fang. Hello, yes, please spank my ass. Although this is really funny, and a lot of people, of course, Democrats will swear to God that history is a 180-degree reversal. Guess who opposed interracial marriage and actually tried to make it illegal in Congress?
Probably Biden.
Democrats.
Oh, Democrats.
This was in the late 1800s.
Oh, okay.
Now, you remember, there was not a single black elected to Congress that was a Democrat until the 1930s. The first blacks elected to Congress were Republicans, and it was in the 1800s, maybe 10, not even 15 years after the Civil War.
Yep. Yes, they did do that.
History's a bitch that way.
Well, my thing is this, what they're trying to do here is whip up hysteria with the useful idiots. They believe anything.
Oh, I've got a video montage of useful idiots. You want to watch it?
Yeah, sure.
Oh no! Oh my God!
Oh, it's hilarious, man. Trust me. This is a leftoid freak out. It would have been really great if some snot flew out of her nose right there.
Fuck! This abortion law goes beyond
a blatant lie right here at the top. Roe v. Wade was overturned. No, it wasn't. It was a draft opinion.
A woman's issue, and it goes beyond anything you can ever imagine. The societal implications of this are going to be insane. The amount of just pain and damage this is going to cause.
To unborn babies? Oh, I'm sorry. You were too busy being selfish.
Yeah.
And the full ability to tell a woman what she can and can't do with her body. And we're going back.
Okay. Right. What about the separate DNA, the separate, circulatory system, brain, and personality that would inevitably develop if you didn't, use surgical clamps to crush its skull and pull it out in pieces?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Okay.
And here's another thing, is these women, they have dozens of birth control methods, and they even have the morning after pill.
And they have the AAA option: abortion, adopt, abandon.
Yeah.
All without any financial repercussions.
And all we're saying is it should be pushed back to the states, and they're going fucking nuts.
Yep. All Roe v. Wade was a judicial decision that said you can't create legislation regarding abortion prior to the 12-week mark. That's it.
Yep.
And technically speaking, because this involved a completely bullshit interpretation of the 4th and 14th Amendment that does not exist in the actual text, Scotus technically legislated a law. That is an impeachable offense for the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
They should not have been allowed to pass that decision.
Wow.
But yet, here we are, and now we have to listen to these whiny fucking penis sheaths.
Yeah.
To a Handmaid's Tale society here.
A Handmaid's Tale society.
Okay. All right. Riddle me this.
Please.
Can men murder children they don't want?
No.
No.
Okay. Can you force a woman to become a parent?
No.
No.
Can you force a man to become a parent?
Yes.
Who really is having the reproductive rights threatened?
Listen, women, this is what the reason why people are so up in arms about this is because right now, women in the West, they have complete control over which people live and which people die.
And they don't want to give that up.
Nope.
They do not want to give that up. Men, we don't have any reproductive rights. Women have 238,000 forms of birth control. But you still want to use that you still want to use the Noit Roba as
the nuclear option.
Like what? Yeah, what are we doing?
Why is that the first option? And we're going to get to an article later where somebody was talking about how their dating prospects for the summer have been ruined at the prospect of Roe v. Wade being overturned, and that just blew my mind. Like, okay, so if you can't have a dating life without abortion,
if you're using abortion as a birth control way,
oh my God,
you are an evil bitch.
That woman's vag must be a petri dish of disease.
It's been HPV'd.
Heavily penised
Well,
vagina.
I'll tell you what, whether she has an abortion or not, it's probably already a petri dish. Guys, I hate to divert here, but
what's up? I'm sorry about this woman's face being on the screen for so long, by the way.
It's been confirmed that Kevin Samuels has passed away.
Oh God.
Damn it.
All right.
Damn it. All right. Everybody raise a glass. Everyone out there, even if you don't drink, hammer hand, I know you're watching this show. Lift your bottle of water, you Santa Claus motherfucker.
There we go.
To Kevin.
God dang it. I'm sorry, man.
Godspeed to him, and I wish him well on his next adventure.
He'll be back.
He'll be back. Yeah. He's going to get kicked back to the spawn point.
Well, sooner or later, everyone does.
Yep. All right. I don't want to listen to any more of these whiny bitches after that. We'll move on to the next one here. This one was inevitable.
Hang on a minute. Hey, Donovan, where's this news at? Where are you getting it from?
Dennis Sperling, who's a very close friend of Kevin, confirmed it. Kevin actually just came out with a video where it was him, the lead attorney, Dennis Sperling, and Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. They were going to do this 4 horsemen type of deal where they were going to create content together. And Dennis has known
we need that.
Dennis has known Kevin for a while. And Kevin and I used to talk about, because Dennis Sperling is an attorney, and we used to talk about, forgive me guys, my head is swimming right now. We used to talk about, make-believe bylaws for the manosphere, and things of that nature. So Dennis Sperling, very, very close to him. Melanie King, another close friend of Kevin Samuels, who is also close with Kevin's family, says that Kevin's family has confirmed that he has indeed passed away.
All right. Well, this is going to sound cold.
Damn.
But I'm a military man. Listen, a good leader gets his subordinates ready to take his place for whatever happens.
Yeah.
So there's probably a lot of individuals who were friends with him, who took a lot of his lessons to heart, who could step forward and fill his shoes, because the mission is not over yet.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry. It's just the way, that's everything to me is war. So, when I hear somebody gets knocked out of the running, replacement, boom, keep going. But
unfortunately, that is the way of the world.
Yeah. And I'm just wondering, did he get the poke and smoke? Because 54.
I don't know. I never. I don't think we never talked about
that kind of stuff. Okay.
No, and I talked to dude. I think I talked to Kevin every day for 3.5 years. Even after he hit it big and 1 million subscribers, I was still. I used to talk to him 3-4 times a day, and then of course, he has other obligations. The last time I talked to him was Sunday.
Yeah. Well, here's a lesson to everyone out there. Get caught up on your I love yous and goodbyes, because the universe does not owe you tomorrow.
Yeah. A lot of people are wondering how he went. From what I understand, from what I saw, it looked like heart attack.
Yeah.
So
he probably died in his sleep.
Yeah.
I've lost some friends to that, and it is what it is.
Godspeed to him.
But all of those people had all of my friends who died in their sleep. There's been 3 of them. They all had extenuating medical circumstances. Like, one was a type 2 diabetic. One of them was born with a congenital heart defect. And the other one caught some wazoo parvovirus. It's usually for dogs or something.
Oh, really?
It attacked his heart muscle and killed him.
It's crazy how when that shit jumps from animals to people.
That's what they told me. And I had another friend who died in his sleep, but he died because he abused drugs for years on end.
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Speaking of people who abuse drugs, we're going to jump right back into this. This is why we drink, gentlemen.
Yeah. Whew.
Oh, here we go. Gay marriage will be rebanned. How abortion affects gay marriage? No idea.
How the hell is one ruling going to stick all the apples back on the apple cart?
That's what they try to do. That's what they try to do, is they try to take one issue and they try to make it everybody's issue. Like, feminism has one thing feminism has done a very good job at doing is co-opting. They make their cause everybody's cause. Well, if they're misogynistic, then they're anti-LGBT, and if they're anti-LGBT, then they must be racist. If they're racist, they must be. It's weird, because if you say something about one of them, they would have you believe that you're saying something about all of them, so that's why you have people. The LGBT community being affected by this is out of this world.
It's ludicrous.
Because LGBT people can't get pregnant. I don't understand.
Well, I used to think that until there was, a trans man who hooked up with a gay dude in order to have heterosexual relations and have a child. And this is why I drink. Oh, wow. But it is petty fear-mongering, and that's exactly why this draft was released. It was released specifically to draw attention away from the Pfizer documents that were leaked, 2,000 mules coming out, and it was leaked because the Democrats are looking at a forecast of absolute murder in the midterms, and all of a sudden, this one thing managed to make the midterms not about Afghanistan, 2 million illegal immigrants crossing the border, an economy that's literally shrinking, 4.5 million people quitting their jobs in the last month alone, and all of this other shit. All of a sudden, it's about abortion. And, I think it was Gallup hosted a poll, and they were asking people, okay, what do you think are actual legitimate issues affecting America? Abortion was one of the things on the list. Ask me the percentage of the vote that it got in the poll.
7%.
Zero.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, feminists, I know you think you got this in a deadlock, but do us all a favor and fuck off.
Well, the thing is with feminists is they keep pushing the line, kicking the goalpost down there. And then finally, the goalpost has been moved so far.
Yeah.
You look at the field, you're like, this is absurd.
Yeah, we're not even in the stadium anymore.
Yeah, this is insane.
The goalpost is in the middle of the freeway, and people are trying to dodge it with their cars.
Yeah, absolutely correct.
It's fucked up.
And it's insane.
Yeah, it was safe, legal, and rare. Now it's on-demand, tax-subsidized for any reason that I can think of.
Absolutely correct.
Up to and 28 days after birth.
What's up, Donovan?
Guys, I gotta go, man.
I understand, brother. I know this is affecting you.
I'm sorry, man.
It's all good, man.
Hey, look.
This is one of the times when it's okay to shed some tears, and your buds are not going to talk shit about you. Death of a friend.
Hey, Donovan. Now, I understand. This is a tough one, okay? But you need to honor his memory, pick up the torch, and keep moving forward.
Yeah.
That's all we can do. All right?
You just take care of yourself, brother. We'll have you on again sometime, all right?
Hey, look, man, if you want to talk to me after the show, give me a call, okay?
All right, guys. Thanks.
Take it easy, Donovan.
Take it easy, bro. Well, that was a rough one, man.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to do a comedy show when somebody who... he is arguably the largest red pill creator ever. I think he was the only one of us to ever reach 1 million subscribers.
Yeah, and he basically was doing, well, not the same thing that I do. He, in a more gentleman, tactful way, he told these bitches that they're out of their goddamn minds. You got a size 14 goddamn dress. You're 5'2". You weigh fucking 300 goddamn pounds, and you want a 6 foot with 6-pack and 6-figure income. Fuck off. Get real.
That's how you save a show.
But that's exactly what he did. But he was all tactful about it. He's like, that sounds crazy.
For some reason, it just sounds better when it comes from a dude who can definitely, pull off the thug life in a nice gray suit.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I suppose if we were to start off and been all candy ass nice like that, and
yeah, because you and I are not fashion police individuals by any stretch of the imagination.
Look at me. I look like, what's it?
The Blues Clues pop meme exists for a reason.
Yeah. Somebody called me Blues Clues in Vegas when I was walking with Aaron Clary. That was hilarious.
That was it. Oh, that's right. I remember that. We're going up that escalator.
Yeah.
This random chick that you had never talked to before. Blues Clues. You're like, oh, yeah, it's funny. Fucking bitch.
I turned around. I'm like, yeah, it's funny. Good burn. Listen, it was a good burn.
It's Vegas, and it's...
Quality burn. Quality burn.
Good times. All right, next one here, and this one is even funnier. One, because they actually said it out loud. Two, because it's coming from Joy fucking Behar.
Mm-hmm.
Fascism will come to America. Newsflash, redhead. It's already here, and you brought it.
That's absolutely correct. And guess what? The Democrats are already pushing for segregation.
Yeah.
The Republicans aren't. I don't know. This is fucking nuts, man.
Ugh.
They're calling it tyranny and totalitarianism. I can't believe I said that. That was a big word right there.
Well, it's not the biggest word in the English dictionary, but it's close.
Yeah.
Joy Behar is such a can't understand normal thinker. Oh, here's a good one. Slavery will come back. Okay, once again, just like interracial marriage, guess who the biggest proponents of slaveries were? Democrats.
Hang on. Slavery's already here. You want to know why?
Family court?
But this is this direct circumstance. You marry a woman, she decides she's going to do the horizontal lap dance with another dude. Slips one by the goalie.
Boom.
Comes home. Fools you for over 2 years into thinking that the child is yours after it's born. You find out it's not yours. In some fight, you go to court, you get a DNA test, and it's proven to not be yours. But they still make you pay child support. Listen, when you're forced to work for the benefit of somebody else and you're not getting paid for it, it's fucking slavery.
Amen.
Straight up.
Yep. But hey, I mean, what do we know, right?
Yeah, what do I know? It's insane.
Ugh.
I really don't think I would handle that well.
No. I mean, the leftoids are definitely aren't handling it well. Hang on, let me get rid of, damn it. Let me get rid of this stupid.
Get rid of that crazy bitch.
Look at this. Look at this. I wish my mom had aborted me.
Well, guess what?
Are you kidding?
You're only a shoestring and a closet clothesline holder and away from doing it to yourself. So,
yeah,
abort yourself. I mean, if you're really upset about it, that is a choice.
I
don't recommend it, but it's there.
These ladies are out of their damn minds. I can't believe that.
Yeah, man, look at this one here.
You think you're going to pwn the conservatives by walking around holding that sign? No, you're proving our point. You're mentally ill.
You're out of your goddamn... Well, half of like the women 32 and younger are taking some type of psych med, aren't they?
Yes.
Or they have a mental disorder. And then it's one in 4 are taking the psych med, but that stat is 13 years old.
Jeez.
It's probably 1 in 3 now, maybe even 1 in 1 in 3 or 2 in 5.
It's quite possible.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man. And no one actually knows how the court works, which is funny. Like, you see all these people with this fake news. Scotus has confirmed that it voted to overturn Roe v. Wade. Like, no, it didn't. It's a draft opinion.
One, it didn't. It's a draft opinion, and the guy who leaked it needs to be nailed to a fucking cross.
And they released it specifically as an intimidation tactic, and now you've got all of these leftoid groups that are all funded by dark money.
Yep.
Saying that, we need a petition outside of these justices' houses. Oh, you mean domestic terrorism?
That's exactly what that is.
If it were any other group, if they had an R after their name, they'd all get arrested.
Yep.
But because they're leftoids, they can get away with whatever the fuck they want. By overturning Roe v. Wade, the Supreme Court is taking rights away from women. No, actually, you know what they're doing? If they were to do that, they would actually kick them in the direction of, what's that word? Equality.
Yeah.
That's right, because we said it before, men can't kill children without repercussions. Only men can be forced to become parents.
That's right.
Women who can't pay for their kids get welfare. Men who can't pay for their kids go to prison.
Go to jail, prison, or they're pursued to the point where they can't work and they wind up living in the street, hooked on dope, drinking booze.
You made a whole video about it, deadbeat dad dilemma. There is no winning situation for a dude who's a single parent. If you're
or
divorced.
Listen, if you have kids and you get hit with child support, and they can crank that up to an unmanageable amount. You can't live on the money that's left over.
Nope.
So in order to live, that guy has to basically spend more time at work. The more time you spend at work so you can live, the less time you have with your kids, because they're only really up and walking around for 8 to 10 hours a day. The rest of the time they're asleep.
Yep.
So, and then at the, you can even make all the payments, but you don't have time to see your kid. You're still a deadbeat. There's no upside. There is no upside to this, gentleman. Not in the environment we have now.
No.
Okay. In the environment we have now, don't get married. Protect your seed.
Handle your business. Protect your seed. Wrap your cock, gentlemen.
Yeah. Strive for excellence in yourself or whatever you choose to do in life.
Yes.
Okay. And I can guarantee you, if you excel and you're doing great, you'll get the best revenge because you'll be living well.
Damn right.
And those bitches will be sucking dick on the corners or becoming managers at the or becoming glory hole attendants.
Yeah, I hear they got a good 401 cock.
Yeah, a 401 cock, yeah. So.
You want to hear the most telling thing about this whole experience? The Biden admin has refused to condemn the leak. even though it is highly, highly illegal.
It doesn't matter if they refuse to condemn it. The guy should still be thrown in prison.
Oh, I know, but it's very telling because this is one of the best things that has ever happened to the Biden admin. For once, for the first time in quite a while, all eyes are not on the economy. They tried to distract people with the Kung flu. They tried to distract people with Ukraine. They're going to try and distract people with this. But, oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Democrats, they seem to be under this conception that the people who vote for them have good memories.
Yeah.
They've got memories like guppies.
Because they're useful idiots.
Yeah, they have no attention span. These people are social media, victimhood addicted crack babies. And you can't get them to focus on anything for a hot minute before they move on to the next thing to be outraged about.
Yeah.
So good luck.
It's amazing. Every day there's between 1 and 5 things for people to get outraged about.
Yep.
Like, what the hell is that? Ooh, what's this?
Oh, we're going to get to that in a minute.
Uh-huh.
It's time to do our first roll call. Sucks that Donovan had to duck out on us, but
sorry, bro. Hey,
it is what it is. I mean, it's not every day that one of your mentors goes, dirt darts. So.
Yeah.
All right, quick roll call here. We got 58 currently watching over on Twitch, 73 on, D-Live is 58, Twitch is 74, 571 watching over on Rumble. Hope everybody's having a good time over there. Odyssey is 84, MGTOW.TV, rocking 39. That is a phenomenal butt gif in the comments, Arrow Shogun. Much appreciated. And 883 watching currently on YouTube. 505 likes. You're a little light. Little light. You got to smash it. Smash it like these disgusting broads we're about to talk about. Now,
oh, my God.
we mentioned the economy. And strangely enough, this article actually ties into the Roe v. Wade thing.
All right.
The worse things get, I have noticed, like women don't really have to worry as much when an economy goes bad because they can.
It all depends.
They can go to the glory hole. They can sell their stuff on street corners, and now thanks to social media, there's more options than ever for these women to get money, get attention, free resources, the whole nine.
Well, listen, if it really, really gets bad, these women are not going to be able to sell their cooch for anything but maybe some fart dust.
Well, if it gets really bad, no, their feminism is not going to protect them.
No.
That's when they're going to be going around,
And neither will I.
Yanking on every sea cucumber sticking through the fence, praying for some toxic masculinity.
That's right. And you know what? Just let them fucking rot in place.
You're damn right. But unfortunately, we are on the cusp of what I believe is going to be a sugar baby boom. And, we've heard about foodie calls for the past few years. At least 1/3 of women admit to using men for free food.
Well, here's the funny story with the foodie call.
What?
Is my buddy John in California called me because he had gone on a date with a woman. And it was, they meet together at 5:30. And she stays for exactly 1 hour, eats, has 2 drinks. So he's like, well, she's busy. She has to do something or whatever. So he decides he's going to go down the block, go into another establishment to get a drink. And who does he see sitting there with another man? So he doesn't say nothing. He leaves. He calls me and explains it to me. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, but apparently she went out with you to eat dinner.
Yep.
You paid for her dinner, and now she's looking for dessert, and it's not you.
And they all use the same line. I got kind of an early day tomorrow. Do you mind if we have an early dinner or a lunch?
Absolutely correct.
Because she's not having you for dessert. She's sucking the cream filling out of somebody else's eclair, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and it might even be a chocolate eclair.
Somebody dipping their pretzel in the chocolate fountain.
I think maybe that happens. I don't know.
It just might. Chad, Tyrone, Pookie, and Ray. I mean, I'm not going to assume anybody's gender or race. Just saying. I have a dating roster to get free drinks all summer without having sex.
Yeah.
Sure.
And how old is this woman? She looks like she's like maybe 25.
Yeah, let me see here. She's setting the bar high. Apparently, she's a TikToker temptress known only as Hannah. She's racked up 134.6 million views on TikTok. I'm sure none of those are bots, by the way.
Yeah, none of them.
I don't see her age here. She says she has 5 dates with 5 different dudes planned in the next 2 weeks just to network for my roster, so I'll have plenty of plans this summer and men to buy me and my friends free drinks during our feral club rat benders. The
And
trend center
She's
said.
25 or younger. She's got to be
In
20.
all likelihood.
Yeah, in all likelihood. And you know what? The only way you can stop shit like that is to educate people, which is what we are doing.
Yes, don't take these women out to anywhere nice, gentlemen. Just avoid it at all costs.
Now, listen, if you're going to date, this is my advice. 1, talk to them first for a little while. 2, when it comes down to meeting, meet them at a coffee shop or at a lunch establishment, something that's you're not going to burn up a lot of your time and spend a lot of money. Now, a lot of women will get upset if you ask to meet them at a coffee shop or something. Get rid of them immediately. Because if they're getting mad at you and you don't even know them really and have a relationship, just imagine what's going to happen when you're 2 years deep into dealing with that fucking crazy narcissist. You're going to wind up like Johnny Depp. She'll shit in your bed.
Oh, God. Yeah. Nobody needs that shit.
Yeah,
that was too easy.
Depp is dragging her through the mud in front of the whole world, and it's glorious.
Well, it helps when she's a bad actress to begin with.
Yes.
So.
And another thing is he already did this once in England. Why he did this in England is I have no idea. And the English legal system basically crucified Johnny.
Yeah.
And it's a shame. It really is. And I hope like the whole English fucking government, in my opinion, is fucked.
They're like Canada. They've gone full China, and they haven't even looked back to see how many people whose rights they've trampled yet.
Absolutely correct.
It's redonkulous. That's why we have to talk about it.
Yep.
Although, I'm going to go with a but. Hang on.
Oh, yeah.
She's in what we call the prone position. You go over here.
It's an open option position.
Open option
Don't
position.
you know nothing?
I remember. I'm
Okay.
just saying.
All right.
I will call bullshit on one thing that she's saying.
What?
Just because women are women and they don't want to give too much away, even when they're tipping their hand or bending over to give you a look at the goods so you feel compelled to buy them and their friends free drinks.
Yeah.
Staying celibate, she says, because I get too attached when I have sexy time. 1, 2, 3. Bullshit! This woman is going to gargle and process more DNA than a crime lab.
Oh, my God.
I guarantee it.
Is that a video? What is that?
Oh, it's a screen grab from one of her
okay.
videos. Yeah, I don't want to watch anything
Nah.
this stupid bitch says. Yes, I did start a dating folder in my notes app to keep a dating schedule and keep notes on how each one goes. And she's also going to take notes on length, girth, taste,
Yeah, how much
whether or
money
not
he
she
makes,
takes it in the pooper.
temperament. Listen, if you meet a woman and it feels like a job interview, leave.
I think we need a pop story right now because you, once upon a time, had a first date.
I've had a few like that.
401k?
Well, that was in Royal Oak. Yeah.
I think for those of you who haven't heard the story.
I had just got divorced, and the divorce was finalized maybe 6 weeks prior, and I'm hanging out with this woman that I had met online at Mr. B's, and and this is before all the red pill stuff. I was just still fucking. I didn't know shit, and I'm like, yo, we could go out to eat at Mr. B's. Instead of meeting her at a goddamn coffee shop, Mr. B's at the time wasn't like crazy expensive, so it wasn't a big deal.
No.
And then we sit down, and I have a beer. I don't remember what she got, some foo drink shit, which looked pretty good. And, I didn't want to come across as a homo, so I didn't drink it. And it's like these women come out of the box pre-programmed on how to like size you up. Because she started going down the list of questions. How many brothers and sisters do you have? What do you do for a living? Do you have any own a house? Yeah. Do you get along with your mother? And like about an hour into it, she's like, she starts going into retirement. So when are you planning to retire?
I'm surprised you made it that long, to be honest, brother.
And literally up to that point, I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, I don't want to be with a man who's going to work forever. I would like to retire with him at some point. How much is in your 401k? And I was just like, here we go. That was it. Literally, like 10 minutes later, I'm like, hey, I got to get out of here. I'm sorry.
Bye-bye.
Never talk to that bitch again.
It's amazing.
And I saw her like maybe 4 years back, still single.
Oh. I'm sure we could Google a couple of Urban Dictionary terms that would apply to a female like that.
Yep. So she was like she was 33 or 34 when I had the date with her.
Yeah.
And when I saw her, she was probably 44, 43. And the years had not been kind to her. And literally, we made eye contact, and I looked at her and went, ha, 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 ha. And I just did a right face and walked away.
No slingback for you.
Yeah, fucking.
No retribution quotes for you either.
Yeah, how's that job interviewing going for you, huh? Not so good?
Whatever. Wouldn't piss in her mouth if her teeth were on fire.
Nope.
Redonkulous. And unfortunately, women like that are now becoming the norm, not the exception.
Absolutely correct.
And you can see right here, you go over to, what is this, influencermarketinghub.com has a glossary, and in it you can find out some lovely facts about OnlyFans. I believe this was updated last year. OnlyFans now has 1 million content creators.
Of course.
And some of these chicks are underage just selling feet pics in high school.
I'm sure that's going to pay dividends well into their adulthood.
See, this is what happens when you groom children, public school teachers. You see why people they're not a fan of this idea? Not even an only fan of this idea? Just saying. And then you go down here, like, who uses OnlyFans? How much can you earn on it? Oh, it's
oh my God,
it's quite hilarious. You get down here to the OnlyFans statistics. This is when it really starts to get hilarious. OnlyFans has paid out more than $2 billion to creators and people, and that's why these chicks are like, oh, I got to start selling pictures of my butthole. Outstanding, because they know if Bella Thorne can make $1 million in her first 24 hours, why can't I? Third time's the charm.
I guess.
Number 3 on the list. Most accounts take home less than $145 a month.
Most. So that's anywhere from 51 to 99%.
The top 1% of accounts make 1/3 of that $2 billion.
Okay.
I'm just saying, $145 a month is quite a low price to put on your dignity, dating prospects, reproductive future.
Well, the thing is these women aren't going to realize how expensive that $145 was.
Oh yeah, for every $145 you make, selling pictures of your butthole and snot pocket, that's you could have made a hell of a lot more than that.
That's absolutely correct.
Finding a good man.
Well, I mean, first of all, the internet never dies; it's forever.
Yep.
And if you're selling your asshole pictures on the net and people actually know who you are at some point, it's going to echo in your life forever.
Yep.
It's not worth it.
So average earnings. No, I wouldn't say that's an opinion. That's a fact. Well, in my opinion, it's a fact.
Okay.
Average earnings is $180 a month. Not much more than that $145, $35.
Oh, God.
Not even a full tank of gas now. Thank you, Joe Biden. I did that. Yes, you did. Fuck off. OnlyFans takes a 20% cut on all transactions. I'm sure they don't make that, I'm sure that's not plastered on the front page. $500,000 new users per day, 15 million per month.
Wow.
So, dudes, stop.
Well, the thing is, it's getting so diluted. These women aren't going to make any money. And after a while, it's just going to collapse.
Yeah. 7,000 to 8,000 new content creators per day. So this is where the really funny stuff comes in. Because there's all these women who, maybe they are in that top 1%. They hit it big for a while, and they think, like women tend to do, not general, most women tend to think this way. They think it's going to go on forever.
We need to do a show where we log on to OnlyFans. We'll do it live.
New tech only.
and we'll screw with these chicks.
That'd be hilarious.
Dude, we should do that.
We need to let them know this is not going to go on forever. With 7,000 to 8,000 new content creators per day, the next hot thing that's going to supplant people like Amaranth, like Bella Thorne, is going to come along just that fast.
That's absolutely correct. That's why we need to rip on them. We're going to hit with when the iron is hot.
Oh, I'm making $5,000 a month of my OnlyFans. I'm gonna buy a house. I'm gonna do this. You're making $5,000 a month last month.
Yeah.
Okay. In 6 months, that could get cut in half.
I want half, Eddie.
Yeah. And just like when your wife divorces you, half.
Yep. Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. And they promote this shit. Look at this. Highly recommended best sugar daddy websites in 2022. So if selling pictures of your butthole isn't really what you're after, you can go on these sugar daddy websites. Look at this, sugardaddymeet.com, secret benefits, agematch.com, where sugar meets upscale. Secret benefits.
Listen, this, I'm going to be honest with you. Look, back in the day, if you were a man, you could get married to a woman who's 20 to 25 years younger than you. No problem.
Yeah. Because as a dude, I mean, we understand that we accumulate value as we age.
Yep. Women don't.
And we are going to, as long as we invest in ourselves and, put our care and attention into something that fulfills us, we are actually going to have more value at 40 than we had at 30 and vice versa. When we're 20, we have shit.
Yep.
Like when we graduate high school, men have the lowest, most expendable value that they will ever have in their lives.
And the thing that proves that is called the draft.
Yep. Women will never be more than that. When they graduate high school, the world is their oyster.
They literally have the power of future 500 CEO.
Yeah. And they will continue to hold that power at that fever pitch until roughly 25. Most of them. Some of them, if they sprout the huge tits early,
oh, God,
the hips will spread a little early, too. If you don't believe me, just look at Lucy Collette in 2014 versus Lucy Collette now and bring a bucket. Just saying. It's bad. She went from being one of the most beautiful women in the world to being a... And I don't know why it happened. I do.
Tourette's of the elbow.
Tourette's of the elbow. Keep throwing food.
Yeah, you just keep throwing that food. I can't stop. I can't stop.
And what's even funny, I found a little compilation video of these sugar babies. And I shit you not, I did not plan this. The first one is a callback to one of our best ride and roasts.
No.
Yes, local chick who has already had, I don't know how many thousands of dollars in plastic surgery, married to a dude getting married to a dude who's about your age.
All right. Good for him.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
I have a question.
What's up?
Will you drop me off at TJ Maxx?
Okay.
TJ Maxx? Sure. Well, at least she's going to TJ Maxx and not Forever 21.
Is that guy my age?
Yeah, he is roughly your age.
God, he looks like shit.
Okay, also...
Oh my God.
I kind of need some money, if that's
some
okay.
money?
Yeah, if that's okay.
Okay. Oh my God.
Like, just a little bit.
What, she's censoring the cash.
$100.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, there she is. Cut! $100. Yeah.
Oh my God! Really? We're going to go on the whole trip?
Nah, we don't have to watch this whole thing.
We made it. Oh, touching it with gloves?
Yep.
Oh, somebody votes Democrat.
Yep.
I swear.
Is there even a TJ Maxx around here?
Yes. I mean, we're 2.5 years deep into this pandemic bullshit. If I catch people in public wearing a mask and wearing gloves, the only thing that I see painted across their forehead like a billboard is, I'm stupid and I believe everything I'm told.
Actually, you can replace that with useful idiot.
Useful idiot. Brown shirts.
Oh, here we go.
Secured. Let's dip. Oh my gosh.
On my way?
Yeah.
All right.
To the left.
All right. Maybe she'll let me actually break off a piece tonight.
Jesus Christ.
Oh God. Oh, that's her boyfriend. And then, oh wow. They're all sugar babies.
Yep.
Oh, that's horrendous.
If you are 18 or older, bitch, listen up.
Oh, man. Nothing makes my junk dive for the floor like a kamikaze pilot, like a white bitch talking like she's on 8 Mile.
Yep.
Get on Tinder. I know you have one, you lying ass bitch. Get on there. You want some shmoney? And then go to the age on your profile. Change it to like 50 to 100. Shit, make it 40.
What?
And then what you really need to do is drag the miles so far away from you, because I swear to God, if you see one of these sugar daddies in public and they say something to you at like the grocery store, that's not my fault, that's your fault. I warned you. I did. And then get to swiping right every single old man you see. Because the chances are they have their age all the way down to 18 because they want a sugar baby.
Yeah, well, see, there's things that these women don't think about when they're going after a man strictly for his money. If he's that old and he's amassed that much finances,
He knows what he's doing.
he knows what he's doing, and he's raw dogged a whole bunch of bitches who are just as nasty and disgusting as you, and he's going to pay it forward, if you know what I mean.
These women are going to wind up with HPV.
The herpetogonosyphilides.
Well, listen, this is not a new phenomena. Women have been doing this forever.
Ooh.
They're always looking for the guy with the money because money's attractive to them, and that's just the way it rolls.
Yeah.
Listen, they come out of the box program that way. You're not going to be able to change it, and that you just have to accept it, or you just need to not play the game.
Yep. And if you don't listen, if you don't follow the advice, and you go for these young pieces of trim, and then you try to take away the resources, this is what happens.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Ugh.
Oh, Billy Von Baum, you fucking
God, that
genius.
was hilarious, man. Holy shit, that was funny. All right, so we're an hour in. What's our, let's do another roll call.
Sure. We just hit 1,000 viewers on YouTube. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.
All right.
We got 46 currently watching over on MGTOW.tv, 90 on Odyssey, 669 on Rumble. Fan I Am says, Russell Crowe Gladiator's speech, what we sell online echoes in eternity. Amen. Twitch has 84 and DLive is 64. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. Make sure you smash that like button because we're a few hundred light, ladies and germs.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, not every dude out there who is subjected to these females is based. Many of them actually have bought into the myth that sex is some sort of a finite resource that they need to get down on their hands and knees and beg for it.
Oh, my God.
You know, I used to think that the Tom Cruise character from Magnolia was a scumbag narcissist, and now I realize just how right he was.
Yeah, it was.
Because this is usually what you see.
Oh.
Dear Deidre, I'm so desperate to win my wife back, I'll even raise her one-night stand baby.
Oh, my God. Anyone who would do this has no fucking dignity or self-respect.
Have some self-respect, brother.
Listen,
wow.
One of the main reasons why I am despised by the women of this world is because I'm one of those rare men who has dignity, honor, and self-respect.
Yeah.
I won't compromise it.
Yeah.
So, like, I get ultimatums. I'm like, see you later.
Bye. Well,
not
because
doing it.
when you look at their behavior with the Roe v. Wade situation, which they don't understand, and none of them actually understand it, none of them have ever researched the decision, none of them actually know how this country works because they were raised in a world with social science instead of civics.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, abortion is about one thing and one thing only: dodging your responsibility for your actions.
Actually, pretty much all of the feminist bullshit is so they can avoid responsibility for pretty much everything.
Exactly. There's basically two primary tenets of the feminist movement: taking money and resources away from men and giving them to women, and taking accountability and responsibility from women and shifting all of that over to men.
Yeah. And
Because that's exactly what you say.
It's all men's fault. They blame us for everything.
Yeah, because only in a world where we have birthing people can cis white men still be the problem, while a Supreme Court justice can't even define what a woman is.
Because she's not a biologist. Yeah. I remember I saw that snippet. I was like, what a fucking cunt.
This is why I drink, dudes. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying that's bullshit.
We don't even need to read this article because this is just horrendous. I love it. She looked stunned when I suggested we bring up the baby as our own. Well, yeah, because she thought maybe, possibly, you had a spine.
Yeah.
You don't.
Well, let me tell you something here.
Ugh.
I know quite a few ladies who are close to me in age. And a good percentage of them had kids out of wedlock. Some of them were able to find a sucker to marry, but the ones that didn't, you know what they do right now? They get up, they have to go to work. You know what they're going to do for the rest of their fucking life? Get up and go to fucking work.
Yep. When you
Enjoy
petitioned for equality, what you really wound up getting and why they've been running from equality ever since is the burden of masculine performance.
Correct.
No woman really wants that. They claim to, but there's a reason why the only jobs you see them screeching about equality for are the cushy jobs.
They want
the comfortable jobs.
What is it? The STEM field, programming, coding.
Yeah, I want the
games.
office job. But even in the office job, they're going to say that air conditioning is sexist. Oh, my God. You remember that article?
Oh, my God, yes. That was so good.
If you guys haven't seen that article, oh, my God, I'm going to see if I can find it.
Just because it's cold and it makes your nipples contract, it's not our fault.
I mean, we like that. I'm just saying.
I don't know. It's probably been gone. Oh, here he is.
Oh, my God. It's published in multiple outlets.
Oh, my God. HuffPo?
No.
Oh, it's in HuffPo.
Oh, come on. What the hell? Oh, even Time Magazine covered it. This is horrendous. Look at this shit. Wow. For some reason, I'm having trouble loading things up right now. But look, yeah, air conditioning is sexist. How sexist is your air conditioning? Freezing in the office, it's because air conditioning standards are sexist. Is sexist air conditioning making you worse at your job? We always bring receipts, gentlemen.
There we go. Yeah, it's a goddamn machine. It's a fucking machine. It doesn't have any feelings. It doesn't think. You just push a button and you dial in the temperature you want. And when it gets to the temperature that you want, it stops.
It stops.
And then when the temperature rises again, it goes on again. It's just that simple.
Yep. It is what it is. Yeah. I'm just saying, dudes, because this is becoming more common. You got 1 million creators on OnlyFans, and this doesn't even take into account the Instagram models.
Oh, yeah.
You know, these bitches who will actually get paid to go and party and then share pictures about it. I'm sure that probably tacks on 1 million more. And every chick now, like you talk to little kids. They're so indoctrinated by social media, YouTube, all this stuff. They all want to be YouTubers when they grow up.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
All these girls, they want to be influencers when they grow up. This is having an effect that is going to last for generations. You need to nip this shit in the bud now and be very aware of the consequences.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Listen, the answer to a lot of this is to bring back the nuclear family.
Yep.
Because I can almost guarantee you, if there's a father in the house, he's gonna come in your room when you're not there and look through your shit. It's going to go through your fucking computer when you're not there or you're at school and find out what's going on. And don't think because you have it with you all the time, you're safe. You're not. Because guess what? Age and treachery, bitch, always wins in the end.
You're damn right.
They're going to know what's up, and then you're going to come home or from whatever you're doing, and you're going to get your ass kicked until it becomes a hat. And you're going to stop doing that fucked up shit. And then later on in life, you'll be mad and butthurt for a while, and you'll be like, "Oh, he took away all my money. He let me do it." And then they're going to see what happened to all these girls that were doing that.
Yep.
And they're going to wind up, maybe in a great long-term relationship, or maybe they'll go on to have an actual job and a career. Because guess what? If you want to become a high-powered CEO and you used to suck dick on OnlyFans, you're not getting that job. I don't care if it was 1 year ago or 50 years ago. If it's on the internet, they're going to find it, and you're done. What's so funny?
Oh, man, when you talked about the applying for the job thing, that just put a comedy skit in my head.
Oh, God.
It's like, Bill Lumberg, he's behind the desk, and he's got this hot blonde with huge knockers sitting across from him. Like, he's looking at her resume. Yeah, you seem to be real qualified for this job, but, I have a question. OnlyFans.com/JuicyJug69. You have to admit the resemblance is striking. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you need to walk your ass out of here.
Now, I will admit, that it is impressive that your boyfriend at the time had what I would call a chin-up bar. But it also explains the sound when you came walking into the room. You know that?
Oh, you're talking about whistle sack?
And, the air conditioning was off. So we have a problem here. You might perhaps want to go and talk to one of those OB-GYNs. Next.
Get out. I'm serious.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's just shit's going to last forever.
It is. It's so bad. And that's really what I've noticed is that the more, I guarantee you, these million chicks on OnlyFans were raised by single parents, or at the very least raised in broken homes or dysfunctional homes, where there wasn't a man there to say, hey, you're fucking up.
Yeah.
And this is going to bite you in the ass, because that's the difference between having a father in the home who's going to say, hey, you're fucking up, and a woman who's going to tell you, hey, do what feels good to you. When you do what feels good to you, you wind up broken and alone.
Yeah. Well, women are not good at disciplining for the most part.
Because what you do is you set yourself up for a life of instant gratification, and you can achieve that brilliantly and easily from 16 through 25. After that,
it starts to get difficult.
It gets spotty.
And by the time you hit 38, 40, it's done.
Yep.
I mean, how many articles have we read about women bitching about becoming invisible once they turn 35?
Amy Horton. No, I'm sorry.
And literally.
Janelle Testa. Oh, man, I must be allergic to something. Must be the bullshit.
I'm sorry. If you're a woman and you're 50 and you're single, you're done.
Yeah.
If
you're over 40 and single,
well,
you're pretty much done.
I did the statistics. And typically, a 40-year-old woman has, if you take everything into account, has roughly a 5% chance of getting married.
Yeah.
By the time she's 45, it's 2.5%. And just to be nice, I left it at 2.5% until 100.
Because there are those outliers. Because everybody, there's always
somebody wins a lotto.
Somebody wins a lotto, exactly. Because I actually, a close friend of our family, she, mom actually of my mom's best friend in high school, wound up getting married again in her 80s. And it was one of those things, they met each other at the bingo hall or whatever, and they got along really well, and they got married very quickly. And of course her daughter was like, well, you barely know the guy. She's like, look, I'm fucking 80.
Yeah.
All right. I don't have a whole lot of time left. Okay. We'll get to know each other as we go along. We're just fine.
I just want to suck some dick.
And Ed was the coolest guy ever.
Yeah.
He was great. And unfortunately, she wound up widowed for a third time. And by God, she's still kicking. I think she's going to be turning 100 sometime in the next couple of years.
I do not.
That woman's going to outlive us all.
I do not want to live to be 100.
Here's one for you, Ma Betty. She's very based as well.
Oh, really? I still don't want to live to be 100.
Her daughter's posting all this anti-Trump stuff on Facebook. Mom Betty's like, Fuck you, Trump's awesome. Mom! No, I'm just saying.
There's some nutty shit going on.
Very, very nutty. But I think it's time we switch over to new tech and read some super chats. What do you say, Pop?
So we can see the better butts?
Yes, see better butts. But first, I don't want to leave without showing you guys the newest deep fake by Billy Von Baum.
Oh, God.
So I'm going to show you that. Then we're going to jump to new tech. Get ready for Popp Eastwood and look for those links in the chat on YouTube to follow us after the jump. This is going to be fun.
Go ahead. Make my day.
You can pick it up,